Mjambo tena. Kwa majina ni Raymond Mbogo, mimi ni chief wa Moroni Location, Moroni Division, Moroni Sub County in Kisumu County. Vile vile mimi ni mwenyekiti wa machiefs wa Kisumu County. Tulikuwa tumekaa chini kama machiefs wa Moroni Sub County wa Kisumu County. We came up with challenges ambayo inatusumbua kikazi na tukaziandika, ndio masekta nimesoma saa hizi. Kwa hivyo kazi yetu imekuwa rahisi sana. Lakini naomba kwamba kuna machache ambayo nitaongeza. Vile imesemekana kwamba maofisi zifunguliwe sehemu hizi za chini. Tunaomba kwamba kama mimi natoka Moroni. Moroni was a mother to Nyando Sub County. Nyando Sub County inatuserve. Lakini ukienda Moroni Sub County hatuna ofisi za lands. Hakuna ofisi ya birth certificate. Inabidi tutoka from Moroni Sub County tukienda Nyando. Naomba sasa kwamba as we have district ama sub counties, officers pia wapelekwe pale ili mwananchi apate services nzuri. Umesema kweli, maana changamoto ambayo tutapata kwa changa. Mimi pia nimekuwa na shida. Kuna mama amenisumbua sana. Hapa karibu nene nyumbani. Kitu ambayo ilikuwa amenishangaza, nilipoenda kotini kutafuta warrant ya hiyo mama, kwa sababu warrant ilikuwa imetolewa mara mingi sana. Ikanibidi niende kotini ili mama ashikwe. Nikapata warrant, nikapeleka station. Ubaya sasa sijui kwa sababu nilipeleka kwa station kidogo ambao sio nilikuwa nimepeleka kwa post. Nilipopeleka nikaomba OCS kwamba tafadhali kuna mama amenisumbua, niko na warrant, naomba ashikwe. Nikaa paka saa 6. Majibu ambayo nilipata, niliambiwa kwamba chief, hebu angalie hiyo warrant imekuwa addressed to nani? Nikasema OCS. Akasema chief, naomba tafadhali leta hiyo warrant ni confirm kama ni valid. Nilishangaa sana. Kesho yake asubuhi, yule mama ambao tungeshika akanipigia simu, chief, tunaweza kukutana tuongee? Kweli nauliza tu, hii changa itakwisha? Mimi naomba tu ya kwamba naomba kwa sababu kila mtu anatafuta kazi. Naomba ofisa wenzetu, let's work together as a team ili eneo letu kuwe safi. Kuna issue ya license ambayo inatolewa na county government. Bado ningeomba tu kama bado mnaweza mketi na county government kwa sababu sisi tuna reinforce, lakini sasa unapata kwamba kuna mabazi zinafunguliwa ambao hata haifai ifunguliwi, lakini at the end of the day unapata kwamba na license hasa mkono wako inashikwa. Na on the other side unakazwa kwamba chief, hapa ndio mahali watoto wetu wanapotea. Unapata changamoto mingi. Ningependa tu ya kwamba tuangalie jinsi issue ya bars zinaweza operate kwa njia nzuri. Lastly tunashukuru sana kwa sababu tulipata motorbikes wakati ambayo iliyopita, lakini spares hazipatikani. Kwa hivyo hata machiefs wamekufa kwa sababu ya ajali ya pikipiki. Naomba tu kama tunaweza hata pata hizi pikipiki mzuri, kuna hata hizi jamaa ambayo inajulikana. Hatupingi KTNNews, inaweza kuwa mzuri, lakini spares hakuna kabisa. Lastly na kushukuru kwa niaba ya machiefs wa Kisumu County. Kuna wakati ambao ulikuwa tumuita Nairobi, wakati ambao ulikuwa naanzisha kitengo cha ngafu. Tunasema asante sana, tutangoja ofisa ili wakuje watusaidie kazi. Lastly, nashukuru PS wetu ambao pia ni patron wetu. Asante sana patron, tunakushukuru. Tunaomba tu bado tushike mkono, sisi bado wachanga. Otherwise, thank you Karibu Kisumu anytime, any hour. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Let's appreciate Chief Moroni. Our next speaker will be Madam Mary Atoga. She's also a chief.
To our guest of honor, the CS Interior, allow me, with your permission, sir, to ride on the protocol that has already been set. I am Madam Mary Adhiambo Andhoga, Senior Chief West Kisumu Location, Maseno Division, Kisumu West Sub-County. Sir, I am the senior most female chief in Kisumu County. Sir, I was employed in the year 1999. I was 27 years old, the youngest assistant chief in the Republic. I have worked as a chief for the last 26 years. On behalf of the fellow female chiefs, I want to congratulate you, because we all know that during those days, female chiefs were being women were not being allowed to be chiefs. It was a male-dominant department, but with the changes that were brought during that time, we were given opportunity, and we have performed very well, sir. Today, I want to say this. The work of chief is vast and very difficult at times. But I want to urge members of the public to make our work be easier, in that we want cooperation between the chiefs, the Ngao, members of the public of Kisumu County, the policemen, everybody to be brought on book so that we can make our Kisumu be a better place. Sir, as you know that sometimes back, Kisumu was known for a violent county. But we were called as Ngao team sometimes back. We sat as a team, the stakeholders of this county, and we agreed that we are going to make our county be safe for everyone. And as we speak, I know Kisumu is a safer place for everyone. Or am I lying? Stakeholders of Kisumu. So this is because of the Ngao team that you are seeing here. This team is called Chiefs. The chief is somebody who is very cooperative, honest, innovative, effective, and focused. So this team you are seeing here, they are focused and ready to work for the betterment of this county. So with your permission, I would request on behalf of my fellow chiefs that mobility is a challenge in this sector. Sometimes back we were given motorbikes, but getting spare parts for these motorbikes is a mess. A few of us who are given, like myself, they are all grounded. So I would request your officer for us to move swiftly and fight the menace of insecurity in our area. We have to get good mobility. I also want to request members of the public that we are also human beings like themselves. And if something is wrong with the chief or any officer, it is better to sit and discuss and agree for the betterment of this county. Sir, a lot has been said, but I want to say this. On behalf of my fellow chiefs, coming forward, you have just said that, and we support that some of us are going for training. And you mentioned it, that this is the job that if you are given, there is no induction and training. You are just called without even a uniform and told go and work. So I would request that more trainings and inductions be implemented so that we be up to standard, because the world is changing very fast. With these technology things, if we don't go for more trainings, we will not be able to curb the menace of insecurity. Again, sir, I want to request our leaders that, and I want to thank them, especially a member of parliament. She has really tried to build for us good offices. So many chiefs are working under the trees. So with your permission, sir, I would request that more offices to be built for chiefs so that we also look comfortable, because we are the ones who are representing the president here at the ground. I don't want to take much time, sir. I want to thank you and this is my last request, that Kisumu is the heartbeat of Luo Nyanza, and chiefs of Kisumu, presently we don't have a principal chief. So I would humbly request that us be given 2 slots for 1 female chief and 1 male chief. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Chief. Asante sana. So we now wish to move to the next category of speakers, and I would like to call 2 OCSs, and we start with Mr. Benson Madeka, please.
Just hold on, OCS, briefly, somewhere hapo. Is there any assistant chief or chief? O anafikiria kuna kitu imesaulika? Now it must be really different. Yeah? The 2 of you stand because you are the first ones. And the last one. Okay, so you will speak from there. Just point.
Sir, with your indulgence of permission, allow me to make 2 remarks only. First of all, sir, there are officers who have been injured in their line of duties, but compensation takes very long. For example, me, I was injured in 2018. To date, I have not received any compensation, and I was injured in the line of duty. Secondly, sir, normally we effect 100% transition. Sir, we are encountering difficulties because a number of children are at home because of minor levies in school. I don't know whether your office can come in so that these minor levies can be catered for so that children are kept in school. Thank you, sir.
Asante sana. Let me ask you, Chief, those minor levies, they are school. It is the school that is putting those levies, right? It's not from the ministry itself.
Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, when you look at the junior school implementation guideline, there is no issue of lunch.
Yeah.
It is said that the parents and the school administration will sit down and decide on which way best forward to go through. But normally, children are being sent back home. For
lunch fee.
For lunch fee.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm Chief Nicholas Oguma, Chief West Seme Location. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Asante sana waziri wetu, ofisi ya rais, katibu mkuu, ndugu Masengeli, asante. Langu ni kidogo sana. Swala ambalo linaleta malumbano kati ya serikali kuu na serikali ya ugatuzi. Unaelewa wazi kwamba zamani kulikuwa na inaitwa nini? County council, local authorities. Tunapozungumza leo, waziri, kuna malumbano kubwa sana kuhusu mambo ya ardhi, na hili nalo ningelipenda isikike na ichukuliwe kama swala nyeti. Manake zamani, you know, and this one you know very well, county council were the custodians of all government properties. As we are talking today, kuna masamba zile zimeandikwa County Council of Kisumu reserved for Chief's Camp. Ningependa kujua tafsiri lake ni nini, kwa sababu hawa jamaa wetu wamekuja na wanabwatuka kwamba samba ni lao, wanabwatuka. Wacha nisonge mbele kiasi. Sasa walipobwatuka Mimi ni chief, niko kwenye kambi. Unakuta mtu anakuja na lori, anataka kujenga jengo lingine hapo ambalo tangu enzi wa ukoloni hazijajengwa. Maana yake nini? Maana yake hao wako na kiburi. La pili, kuna zile masamba zilikuwa donated na wazee wetu, Chiefs Camp zikajengwa. Saa hii tunapozungumza zinakuwa reclaimed na wale ambao hata wakati hizo samba zilikuwa donated hawakuwa dunia hili. Ndio maana unaona machifu wengi hawana maofficers, na nashukuru sana mama wetu. Ni mama moja tu. Unajua nakupa kongole. Kwa sababu huyu mama Rosa peke yake ndio amejitokeza. Na ukienda kuitazame ile ofisi amejengea chief wetu, utashangaa. Kuna swala lingine. Kuna swala lingine hapa nataka nisungumusie na usikie. Na unipate kwa makini, kwa sababu nashukuru Mungu leo, Mungu Rahim, kwa kunijilia hali na uhai ili nisungumuze mbele zako. Kwa kaumu hili, kaumu uliojaa na basasa, kaumu uliokuwa na hamasa. Na hata unaona tu. You know when I'm here. Mimi kwa kusema ukweli, mimi ni wakilishi ya rais. Wakilishi ya rais. Maana yake mimi ni taswira ya serikali. Taswira kamili ya serikali. Na unaona hao machiefs na maaskari wetu, wengi ni wazuri tu. Na unajua barabara nzuri iwezi kosa kona. Ukisikia kuna malumbano kidogo kati ya chief na askari, maana yake kuna sababu, kuna mahali kuna mulungu la kiasi inang'ang'aniwa, na ndio maana unaona kuna shida kubwa baina ya OCS na chief. Mimi OCS yangu yupo hapa. Hatujawahi kosana na yeye kwa sababu anajua. Sasa nizungumuse kitu ingine. Jambo, mambo ya defilement. Waziri defilement kwetu kule Seme, na hata kwa takwimu ya kawaida ya county iko juu. Kwa nini iko juu? Iko juu kwa sababu sisi kule hakuna kuficha. Hata kulingana na takwimu ile iko kwa county, ukiangalia vizuri iko juu kwa sababu sisi ikifanyika saa hiyo tunakamata. That is it, and that is the truth. Kuna mambo ya masuala ya chang'aa. Unajua na unanielewa kabisa. Mimi saa hii nimekaa kwenye hii kazi muda mrefu sana. Manake nilianza wakati wa Moi, Kibaki, Uhuru, saa hii ni rais wetu mpendwa. Mambo ya madawa ya kulevya imeandikwa vizuri kwenye katiba. Jukumu la kupambana na madawa ya kulevya liko na lisimamiwe na serikali. Sasa serikali maana yake nini? Si ni rais? Si ni deputy president? Si ni waziri ambayo ni wewe? Si ni katibu? Inakuja mpaka kwa regional commissioner, mpaka kule masinani mahali mtendaji kata kama mimi ninasungumusa. Na mtu yeyote ambao amepewa mamlaka na serikali. Sasa nikuje. Waziri, mambo ya chang'aa. Hakuna mahali chang'aa imesaidia mtu, hata mtu moja. Wakati tunapambana na swala hili, tunakuomba uwe nyuma yetu. Kuna wengine wanakuja na maneno zingine balaga. Balaga maana yake nini? Maneno ya upusi. na wanakuja kutuzuia tufanye kazi letu, wakisema hakuna chief anaruhusiwa kukamata mtu ya chang'aa, na huyo ni askari wetu. Ndio maana nilisema barabara nzuri iwezi kosa kona.
Thank you.
Sasa mwisho, na kuhakikishia utiifu, uaminifu na uadilifu mkubwa tukienda kutekeleza kazi. Asante sana.
Pigia yeye makofi. Lazima huyu alikuwa Mombasa kabla hajaomba kazi ya chief. Yeah. That's a very good, Chief. Thank you very much. Let's make it brief because I just opened up for additional one to... Bado mzee. Bado tujafika level yenu. Wewe unapeana microphone kabla sijakwambia. There was a last chief. There was moja hapa. Ndio huyu. Huyo ni wa mwisho. Members of public, tutakuja hapo.
Thank you, our minister. I appreciate you for your indulgence. I'm Jairus Otieno Okungu, Chief, East Nyakach location from Nyakach sub-county. I have 4 issues. Kama singesema ningekufa kwa barabara nikirudi. One is about stock theft. This menace has really killed our people. We've lost lives. Even my brothers, we've lost. And I thank you that today we are interacting with you as our boss now. Solutions. There is a place called, a sub-location called Tabaitha in Soin Sigoet. Kindly, can that place be divided to have several sub-locations? Because that place covers almost 7 locations in Nyakach, and it's only one sub-location. It will really, really help us. Can we have more stock theft units across the border so that this menace be solved? Can the border chiefs be equipped with firearms, if possible? We've lost many lives.
Why firearm?
Okay, because as I am a victim, we normally
do the people who come attack chiefs and so forth, do they carry firearms?
They don't carry firearms. They carry arrows, bows and arrows.
Okay.
But we, as the chiefs bordering those areas, we are the first persons to get information that arrows are stolen.
Okay.
You got it. We've lost many lives, but the government is not compensating them due to stock theft. Kindly, how can it be done so that they feel appreciated, even if they've lost? We cannot pay lives, but some do lose even the key persons in the society, breadwinners of the family. Sometimes even 3 people in one family dies because of this, but it can be controlled. Second point, the boundary dispute between Nyakach and the neighboring community. It's a big issue. This time we've had peace, only that Baba Raila is in one bed with our president. But if in any case we work separately with our neighbors, we must have conflict. It's a norm. But since our president comes in power, we've not had that serious conflict. So can this boundary issue, there are only 2 things, stock theft and boundary issue, then things will be done. We are in one Kenya, and we request this. Another point is about our civil servants working in Nyakach sub-county. Our colleagues do get hardship allowance. But other civil servants working in Nyakach sub-county, like police officers, chiefs, other ministries, they don't get. Do these people work in a separate sub-county, or we work in a same environment? Lastly, my boss, that land has been an issue. Land has been an issue in Nyakach sub-county, and a land office in Awase that serves as was burnt, and it's under reconstruction. And moving from Nyakach to Awase costs around 1,000 shillings to and fro. And we have very, very, very poor people in the society that needs help of the land office. Can this land office be devolved and be brought to Nyakach sub-county so that it serves people of Nyakach without any cost? Thank you, and may God bless you as you discharge your duties to help Kenya.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chief. Now let's proceed.
Thank you, sir. Let's have the OCS, Mr. Madheka.
Good afternoon, sir. Our chief guest, Honorable Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and National Administration, our Honorable Dr. Raymond Omolo, Principal Secretary for Minister of Interior and National Administration, the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Matthew Howili. Also, allow me to recognize our able Deputy Inspector General, Mr. Gilbert Masengeli. All protocols observed. It is my great opportunity, given a chance, to speak before you. By name, I'm Chief Inspector Benson Madheka, the OCS Kisumu Central, representing the OCS and much of our commanders within Kisumu Central. Kisumu Central takes much of the activities, and it's the center of many activities within the county, and we have a lot within us. As police officers, we try to do what is within our mandate and what is best to make sure that we achieve the best results, and also to make sure that we serve the Kenyans to the best expectation we can. However, in our undertakings and in our activities, and as we execute our duties as people who have a responsibility, we really want to appreciate you, sir, for the good job and the relationship that you've built between us, the administration, and also the entire members of public within the country. It is really encouraging, and it is giving us power and the energy to keep moving within our duties. We have challenges which are normal in our workplace, and I'm so happy as a representative of police station commanders that you've, in your undertakings, addressed much of them. In your welcome brief, you talked much of training, which is a very key thing in our job. Frequently, officers, when they are trained, they get motivated, they get to be acquainted with what they have to do at their workplace. However, sometimes back when we were being employed, there are activities which used to take place time and again, which used to motivate us. We have some activities like competitions, which used to bring us together, create some teamwork spirit, which really pushed us to work professionally and also help us assist members of public when required to do so. For example, of the same is first aid competitions. First aid competition is an activity that was organized from our headquarters, and it really used to nurture our talents and also help us be able to help members of public when in need. Many times we are faced by a situation where we are required to assist members of public who are in need. Somebody falls down at town, a police officer is required to go and attend that person. An accident has occurred, a police officer is required to go and attend that one. Anybody who is in need and a member of public cannot assist, they are brought to the station. A police officer will be required to assist that person. So when such trainings and competitions are conducted, they equip the officers with good knowledge which will help us. Also, we had a shooting competition, which is also a very good practice for us. It will help us to be very effective in our in execution of our duties. Also, we have things like sports. Much of us are very much aware. We have police officers who have excelled very much well on matters of sports. And that gives us the power, it encourages us, and it makes us keep moving. However, on the same line of trainings, we have an issue that has affected this area. Since I was posted here, I've also noted we have issues of gender-based violence. And much of issues that happen within the central police station and the neighborhood, if we have victims of gender-based violence, the victims are brought to the Kisumu Central Police Station. At Kisumu Central Police Station, we have a children protection unit, but it will be my humble request that we construct a children protection unit that is I was saying at the Kisumu Central Police Station, I was saying we hold within us, that is the regional police commander's office. We have the county police commander's office, and we also have the sub-county police commander's office at the central, and that is where we have Central Police Station. With a children protection unit that is working functional, will help us be able to assist members of public who requires our assistance. On the same side, we also have structures that we call safe house. Safe house are very important to us as police officers. For example, if we get people or members of public who are stranded, they have traveled from different areas and have no place, or they have no assistance, they only need police assistance, we need a place where we can assist them as we connect with other organizations or facilities which has been assisting us. That is very crucial to us and to the members of public within this area. That facility will be of much importance. Again, much has been talked about our relationship between our colleagues. I believe as an OCS, I have a responsibility to ensure that I have good working relationship. One, with the county government. I have the National Administration Office that includes the chiefs and our senior officers to the level of our regional commissioner and all officers involved. It is a responsibility of the office holders within a certain area to ensure that we work together. It is not only my responsibility, it is not the chief's responsibility only, but all of us who are involved in providing security, it is our responsibility to ensure that we build a good working relationship. For the county government, we have the Excellence Deputy Governor here with us. He's a good friend of us. He has been assisting us. But I will request we have the proper lighting within Kisumu Central, because at times we are faced with the challenges of darkness. Like when we are policing within areas of Milimani and we get very dark streets, that encourages thuggery. And with good lighting, it will help us. There was an initiative of Mulikamwizi. It was an initiative that was used countrywide. That initiative has really helped us. As police officers, places where we have that Mulikamwizi, you rarely get a house-breaking issue. Again, on the same side, working closely with the county government has also helped us. Sharing of information. This county of Kisumu has its own dynamics. The relationship between the police and the members of public can be good more than it is, and that will only be if the members of public have confidence with us. If the members of public have confidence with the chiefs and the area administration officers, the village elders, if there is any information that you get that a police officer should work on, if we get proper information, time information, as police officers, we shall be able to act on it on time and ensure that we deliver. Our challenges as police officer, we have this issue that has disturbed us so much. This issue of medical insurance. Many times, we are working extra hours. We are required to deliver at even time when somebody does not expect you to have worked. We work even for more than 8 hours. Sometimes you might find yourself, you have to work for extra hours, and you do not complain. Now, when your family is not well, when they go to an hospital and they find that they cannot be attended to, a doctor tells you, or an attendant in an hospital tells you, we cannot attend to you because you have a limit that has been placed into your insurance cover. It is embarrassing. Sometimes a child will ask, Daddy, what am I doing here? Kwani Daddy umeshindwa kulipa? Some questions, some things are embarrassing to us. I think this is something affecting us, and I believe something is capable of being done. There's a time we really enjoyed good services, a comprehensive cover, whereby you can walk in an hospital, you are treated, go home. They'll ask you which insurance cover are you using, the National Police Service insurance cover, you are taken care of, you go home. Our chief guest, that is something that is affecting our morale, and with your input, I know we shall achieve much. On transport, I want to do patrols. I want to use police car. I want to make sure that police presence is felt within Kisumu Central. For an example, within my station, I have one Land Cruiser. One Land Cruiser, and with the dynamics of situation of crime within Kisumu Central, it's not enough. With more provision and facilitation on transport, we will be more effective. I want to respond to matters. I've divided my officers in different categories to ensure that they are able to respond to situations as they come. But sometimes they'll ask, afande wapi mafuta? Tutaenda namna gani? So I know I've followed what you've said. You've said it again. I know you'll do something to us. Our uniform. The Kenya Police Service uniform. We have had issues on that, and I know something has been mentioned about our uniform. Our chief guest, it will be my appeal that if there is something being done to make sure that we have a similar and uniform that cut across, which makes us be presentable, we shall be much appreciating. Sometimes we have this uniform, but they are not enough. We appreciate what your office has done to us, but if we get more better and uniform that is sufficient to us, we shall much appreciate. I really want to appreciate you for the opportunity given and the time given for us to hear, share, interact. I've been in the service for quite a long time. I've never got such an opportunity. I'm much humbled, sir. Thank you. God bless you.
Let's appreciate him. The next OCS, please come. Our next OCS is Mr. Kibiton Boino.
Our chief guest and your national team, sir, regional security team, sub-county security team, in Gao, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Kibiton Boino, OCS Mikosi within Kisumu County, Kisumu East sub-county. Sir, I would be very brief. I will be addressing much of policy issues guided by Section 40 of the National Police Service Act that entails what I have a police station. My first item, sir, my first item is issue of professionalism within the National Police Service. That in the past we used to have a professional allowance for experts like police signalers, drivers, mechanics, among others. It used to motivate police officers because for this case, an officer goes for an extra course to acquire knowledge and skills. But of late, those allowances are not there. So, for example, you find a mechanic, you instruct him or her to repair your vehicle. But at the end of the day or at the end of the month, he or she gets nothing. Item number 2. Police stations, maintenance of police stations. We have old and new police stations within our country or our county. In the allocations are given to station commanders, maintenance and repairs are not factored in. Whereby, for example, in an OCS office, you will be receiving visitors day in, day out, coming with their various problems. But the seats or the tables there are depleted. So if it can be factored in that the OCS AIE, that maintenance allowance or maintenance allocation is important. Item number 3, recruitment policy. Sir, I know in due time we are having recruitment. In that category, maybe you have O levels, graduates, or degree holders. I would request, sir, that the officers who are in the service to be given a first considerations on those matters of professionals. Because here, training a civilian to be a police officer is so costly. And here within the service, there is a police officer who has endeavored to use his or her money to train himself to acquire knowledge, but he does not get that opportunity. So I'm requesting that if those officers are serving, because they have incurred a lot financially to acquire that knowledge, to be considered. Item number 4, promotional policy. Sir, thank you very much for looking into it. That you have said of ranks between constable to inspectors. We have 16 ranks within the National Police Service. So this one, you have considered her is from constable to inspector. Chief inspectors and above, we are not looked into. Or bottom up. But we requested her, it goes up even because it is us who are so close with these junior officers. So maybe we requested that maybe you consider chief inspectors and above. Item number 5 is food and ration to prisoners. Every now and then, we get bending bills at our police stations. That after several months or in a quarter, we have officers from headquarters coming the bills, bending bills at the police stations. There are two issues here. Confidence between the contractor and the OCS becomes an issue because somebody would not like to supply food to a station whereby he incurs bending bills every now and then. Secondly, the officers who are coming to assess for the pending bills, they are using government money to go around the country to check about the pending bills. If it can be looked into, because every now and then, sub-county police commander, county commander and above knows the number of prisoners because we report every station do have at an average, so that during the allocation, it can be done once and for all and minimize cost and create trust between the contractors and the police. Lastly, is issue of salaries. There is an item here, maximum, that maybe if you are a corporal, you have what we call maximum, whereby if you will not rise to that rank, you will be earning that amount for the number of years, maybe until you retire, if you will not go up. So maybe if it can be looked like our teaching fraternity, whereby you have a teacher, senior teacher, which comes with some allowances. So it motivates this officer because not all promotions comes with loss. Not all inspectors will be chief inspectors. So, and also there are some maybe who might not climb up because of their personal issues, private issues, or medical matters. But this officer is hardworking, disciplined. Let him or her be looked into. Lastly, recommendation for the trust, which our colleagues have talked in Ngao. We used to have a police open day in the past years. So if this can be structured and brought in policy, whereby members of the public and all other interested groups within a given station, they be structured that they have a police open day where they can come, being taken through, being shown what are services offered at that police station. I believe all these minor complaints will be reduced. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Sir, our next speaker will be an ACC, Mr. Lazarus Obwar.
Thank you, Madam Marcy. To our chief guest, CS Interior, our PS, DIG, Deputy Governor, the political class, and all other senior government officials, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Yeah, my name is Lazarus Obwar. Assistant County Commissioner, Nyahera Division in Kisumu West Sub-County. And I'm here to represent and to present the views and concerns of my colleagues, the ACCs. So number one, sir, we wish to first of all thank you so much and sincerely for the recent promotions that most of us got. Some of our colleagues were promoted to the position of Deputy County Commissioners. Some of us were promoted to senior ACCs, and therefore we are so much grateful, sir. However, sir, we realized that as we were promoted, there was a vacuum left somewhere for the ACC2. And therefore we'll have that we have ACC3, then you jump to senior ACCs. So our colleagues in that cadre are requesting, sir, that if they be considered for promotion to fill the position of ACC2s. Secondly, sir, we also have some of our colleagues that were promoted to this. They have also requested, some of them entered the service some years as in other categories before they became ACCs, and they have been requesting that if they can be reconsidered for further promotion to DCCs. There's a petition they presented to your office, and they have asked that they get guidance on its current status, sir. Number two, sir, you talked about trainings, and we are so much grateful for that. But our request at ACCs is that these trainings be timely. Timely so that they are not just seen to boost our progression, but also to sharpen our skills. We know we have DPA and senior management courses. We request that we don't wait until it is late. They be provided on the timely basis, sir. Number three, sir, I wish to talk on the issue of AIE, allocation to officers. Sir, the current value of items, market value of items has risen, and items bought 3 years or 4 years ago, buying them today is somehow more costly, sir. And this allocation of funding, it has gradually gone down, and we will appreciate probably if it can be enhanced so that we are able to purchase items at the current rate, sir. And on the same, sir, we request that the same allocation be our colleagues at the headquarters, the AO1s, and the ACC1s at the sub-county levels, because those are also independent offices, sir. Number four, sir, on our mobility. Most of us do not have vehicles. Work so much. And we request that if possible, sir, we are requesting that if possible, our officers be provided with vehicles so that they are able to reach various destinations and to respond to various incidences within their areas. Because sometimes we have to rely on others' vehicles, which delays our action. And on that note, sir, we request that some of us go far as using their own means to respond to issues. If there can be structures for such officers, then you'll be provided with avenues probably to claim extra expenses that we incur to maybe reach to respond to other issues. On security of Ngao Afande, most of our work, the nature of our work, sometimes we are sensitive. We are forced to do cases on very sensitive matters that sometimes endanger our lives. And therefore, we will request that the issue of Ngapu be expedited so that we have that feeling of security in our offices. So the next one was on uniform, but you spoke about it and we are happy about it. What we may request is that they try to bring us fitting uniforms. The ones that were brought recently for our chiefs, you realize that some were still baggy and oversized, so they had to redo them. So if we improve on that, sir, then it will be very good for us and we'll look more neat, sir. Sir, next is on transfers. Sir, us as ACCs, we know we work and we can work anywhere. But we request that the transfers should not destabilize our families. Sometimes they come when we have just reported, you have enrolled our children in schools, then you are told to leave. That one affects their schooling, sir. Probably to finish, I want to say something on the licensing of bus. I found the bus licensing is being done by the county and we do enforcement. And we are doing it very well in coordination. But where the problem is this issue of temporary licenses, the ones that are issued for extension of hours. This has been a problem in our areas, and we request the county government that before this license is issued, let us have dialogue. We see if the area is okay for an extension of such time. Otherwise, some of the members, they get those licenses, and it makes our works very difficult. And finally, sir, housing of ACCs. Most of us don't have government houses, sir, within our offices. So we will request, if now that we have this affordable housing, probably if you can share with your counterpart at the housing department, so that as they do the houses, they consider even doing some houses in every division, in every sub-county, for our officers to at least work within their stations. Thank you so much, sir. May God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him once again. Sir, the ACCs decided to be represented by only one of them, and now we are done with the ACCs. I want us to move to the traffic police, and Mr. William Swakey will represent his colleagues. Karibu.
Thank you, sir. Our chief guest, Honorable Onesimus Kipchumba Murkomen, our PS, Dr. Omolo, our DIG, Mr. Masengeli, and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. Sir, I might not take much of your time, because I think everything that I had has been said by the previous commanders. Sir, I just want to take a few minutes, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, to touch much on the issues that are affecting the traffic department sections within Kisumu County. So firstly, the Kisumu County consists of 7 traffic bases, starting from Kisumu Central, Maseno Traffic Base, Kondele Traffic Base, Kombewa Traffic Base, Aero Traffic Base in Nyando, Paponditi Traffic Base, and Muhoroni Traffic Base. So the challenges that we are facing are all the same in all bases. The first challenge that we are facing as the traffic section is the mobilities, of which I think every spokesman have spoken about. Lack of vehicles. So we lack vehicles, and we find it difficult to respond to scenes of accidents when it occurs. But we have received immense support from our OCPDs and our counterpart OCSS. But at times we find it, their vehicles engage in other duties, and making us held behind, not to be able to respond, and forcing some officers to respond to scenes of accidents in order for them to secure the scenes. Sir, we request if at least every base can have a motor vehicle. Sir, in other essential equipments, many traffic bases lack essential equipments like speed guns, alcohol blows, and many other communication gadgets that limit the ability to enforce traffic effectively and safely. We request if this can be made available, at least in all bases across. So the medical issue of the insurance cover has been spoken, but we just want to let you know that it cuts across all of us, that the insurance cover is not actually favoring us. Instead, it is actually bringing the morale of ourselves down. So with the request that we are putting before you, we believe that you are going to sit down with your office and try to make it comprehensive, such that if I enter a facility or my family enters a facility, they are treated and discharged without such questions. So another issue that we would request, if it can be possible, is the installation of CCTVs across all open roads across the towns. So this one will help to curb the issues of hit and run accidents, which are normally not reported. When you visit a scene, you find that the vehicle that has committed an act has left and it will never be traced. We request the same be planted so that we can get to access such information for victims to be compensated. Also, another request is for signage and marking of our roads by Kena and Kura. Some of the signs on the road are not seen anymore, or some of the road have changed. So we request if they can be marked, especially where pedestrians are using, so that any person, be it a motorcycle rider or a tuk-tuk rider, can actually be able to see what is before them and be able to use the same and the right way. Sir, on those few remarks, I beg to sit. I'm sorry I never said my name. My name is William Swakey, Olenerishet, the base commander Kondele. Thank you, sir.
Asante sana. Please let's appreciate him. Sir, we now move to the formed up units, and I would like to invite Mr. Mwangi.
Just hold on kidogo tu. Is there an OCS? No, first, is there an ACC? Because once we finish ACC and OCSs, all these other people, regional commissioner Anaita, they just come and say, I agree. Is there an OCS? Who thinks that your colleague left anything? Madeka and the other one. OCSs, anything? Yeah, one. Yes, one OCS. Watu wa mic walienda wapi tena? And you need to improve the mic, eh? Yeah, and it's not an excuse that kuna radio calls hapa. Kwani haikuwa jana na juzi? Proceed.
Thank you, our chief guest, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. protocols observed. I just want to be very precise and brief. And if I got you well, you said the main objective was to create a base that can address the concerns, interrogate problems, and formulate policy decision to have a roadmap that can make police and also govern the security of this country. My name is Chief Inspector Njoroge Kagera, OCS Awasi. But our main problem first that has not been addressed is about strength of the police stations. And as we await for the recruitment, there are those things that we can do with what we have. Balancing of the strength that we have. You find there are those stations within the town that are very close to each other, having so many officers, whereas those some in the reserves have very few officers. With due support, you can, our DIG and IG can give permission to regional commanders so that they can balance, because nowadays you cannot do without their approval. Number two, the AIE. I didn't hear my colleagues talk about that the AIE was scaled down. And it is the OCSs who pay for prisoners' meal. Whatever is being presented for us is very retro, and therefore sometimes...
That one he said that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lastly, on formulation of the policy to give the roadmap. We have seen so many kind of what we are doing. We have the Kregera report, we have the Work Commission, juzi tulikuwa na Maraga Task Force, and the NADOC report. As you also go and formulate a report, put into consideration those, because most of them are occupying with the dust where they were put. Even the Constitution of Kenya is not fully implemented for the National Police Service. Then, finally, on how to create proper good work relationship with our chiefs, sub-chiefs, and also the GAO team. Sometimes we as OCSs, we don't just need you to make ourselves work better. It is our duty as the OCSs to walk out of the station, out of our comfort zone, and go meet these chiefs. It is our obligations, because these are the people known. Mimi nikiretire nitaenda kwetu, lakini chief ataretire kwa hiyo kijiji. He is well known. He knows all the criminals there. If you do better baraza with them, me, in hours, that's what I do with my ACC. We conduct barazas, and that is how we get the names of the criminals. And we have managed to minimize crime. So our colleagues, zingine si za kungoja tufanyiwe. We need to go out and have barazas pamoja with this GAO team. Number two, we must make wananchi respect them. Mmoja amesema pale isipokuwa hiyo kijiti yako nayo sisi tuko na buduki. Let the people in the village respect the chiefs and sub-chiefs by you supporting them whenever they call you for sins and crime scenes, by responding to them. So you make people understand them and they respect them. Mimi nikienda baraza na wabia mtu ya kuguza chief, anaguza porcupine behind. Kwa hivyo, lazima wa respect chief. So, another thing, we need to respect them whenever they come to us. Wakiingia ofisi yako, mpatie heshima. Msikize, kama kitu si mzuri, mwambie hapo chief, hiyo si mzuri. But sio kumtupanisha na kumuongelesha maneno mbaya. These people, without them, we cannot make those places we work. Because it is them who give us what we want for us to make that place safe. It is the chiefs who have the information. Finally, there is something I have done, and I remember we went for it. Youth engagement. There is a system that is being done by somebody called Karanja Muraya, and I know you have met him, about Station Ryerson's Youth Officer, SIRO. Those things, if put in action, we can engage these youth so that every station at least have a youth liaison officer who can be able to receive these youth when they report. Because youth see us, police officers, as enemies to them. An example, whenever we are called upon to go to respond to demonstrations, it is us who get out armed to go and quell the demonstrations. We end up becoming the enemy after the demonstrations. Sisi dia tupatangi jia ya kupita. Please, we want these local politicians to help us because they carry masses and they manage the crowds. Whenever you want to have a baraza or whenever you have to have a political gathering in my area, mimi sitaki pesa yako, but inform me for information such that when you are there, your opponent will not fight you for me just to come and start fighting those people. Inform us just for information so that we can plan. Thank you so much.
Well done, OCS. Is it something burning? Yeah? Okay, but yeah, 1 minute.
Our chief guests, sir, all protocols officers, good afternoon, sir. I have two issues. Most of them have been addressed by my colleague, but mine is on policy. Currently, where we are heading to, our chief guest, police will be handcuffed in managing riots. Courts have openly dismissed applications that favor police while using Police Act. So it is our request that legislators through your office come up with a policy and come up with a law that will assist police in managing riots. All those acts that were in favor of police to use firearms in Police Act are null and void. They only depend on the Constitution. That is one. Number two, Your Honor, you talked about goons. And partially, my colleague has mentioned about it. We would request your good office to liaise with the political side, because most of the goons, and my colleagues will agree with me, they are from the political side. I don't think if
wewe ongea tu free, wacha uoga. Ona unatafuta Kiingereza ya kutumia.
Bwana CS, sidhani kama chief ama my sub county police commander ama RC atakuwa na goons. Hana kitu ya kuwapea. Although I want to commend some politicians, they don't work with goons. And you'll never see people hovering around their vehicles. So, police, we are in a problem. Those are my 2 points to note. Thank you.
And they are very important. Thank you very much. ACC, kuna ACC moja akona anything yenye ilibakishwa? Yes, is there. Batia mic hapo.
Sir, I'm Kiru Shadrack. I'm Assistant County Commissioner, Nyando Division, sir. Mine are two. One is a concern concerning our young boys and girls because of the issue of juvenile, corporal punishment. We've been in barazas with even my OCS, the one who have just seated down, and most of the concerns from the parents is that the removal of corporal punishment has really made things hard because of the issue of wazazi watoto kuwa watundu shuleni ama nyumbani. So if possible, if corporal punishment will be brought back, itatusaidia sir. Ya pili sir, it's a request. I have in my division, we have I have 4 police stations. Out of the 2, that is Awasi and Ahero, they have motor vehicles. However, we have 2, that is Boya Police Station and Kodete Police Station. My request, sir, is that if they can get vehicles, they don't have vehicles, yet especially Kodete Police Station, it serves the last location, which is a border between us and Sigawet sub-county, which is in Rift Valley. And this is where we have stock theft and other related conflicts. So if we can get the vehicles, even one, it will really assist us, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Haya, endelea RC sasa. You know, these people are wako ground. Yeah. So wale wenye wanaongea wanasema tu we agree.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, the point I'm making is that for the sub-county security committee members, I'm not saying don't say anything. I'm saying add to something that has not been said. Don't repeat the ones the officers below you have said.
Thank you, sir. We now move to the formed up units, and I would like to request Mr. Mwangi to represent them from the Border Patrol unit. Karibu.
Our CS, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, our PS, Dr. Rimo Domolo, our DIG, Sir Gilbert Masengeli, all distinguished guests present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Chief Inspector Mwangi Waithaka from Border Police Unit, and Border Police Unit, it's a tactical unit. I'm here to represent 4 formed up units. That is Border Police Unit, Rapid Deployment Unit, located at Muhoroni. Border Police Unit, it's located at Kisumu Port, POE, point of entry. We have Anti-Stock Theft Unit, located at Nyakach. And we have Water Police Unit, that is located within Kisumu region. And with all humility, sir, I request I give you some documents here for follow-up and reference, sir. Thank you, sir. I will start with Border Police Unit. And as you know very well that Border Police Unit, it's a tactical unit that has an expansive mandate within our Republic of Kenya. And within Border Police Unit, we have a company called BOSOPS. BOSOPS, it's a company that deals with maritime operations. And we are located at Kisumu Port, point of entry. So for us to be able to perform our mandate as Border Police Unit BOSOPS, we are requesting your good office to help us with a boat. This boat will help us very much to perform our maritime and amphibians operations. The boat will also help us to do patrols along the port area and the channels. That boat will also help us to deter fishing along the port area and also along the critical facilities like the airport and also port and railways. Our boat will help us to curb illegal fishing gears and equipments. As well, it will help us to deter smuggling of goods within Lake Victoria to entry of our county, sir. Also, the same boat, if your good office gives us, it will help us to perform rescue missions that at times we get a drowning and capsizing of boats, so that we can be able to perform our maritime amphibians operations very well, sir. On the same note, sir, as a recommendation, This boat, I recommend to have a 150 horsepower speedboat. And as you know, sir, for us to be able to perform our maritime operations, maintaining marine operations, it's very expensive, sir. So we request your good office that we may have a maintenance package that comes along with the fuel allocation. Sir, allow me to move to our rapid deployment unit, that is RDU. Our RDU officers located in Muhoroni are performing a tremendous job. They do patrols, both using their range, Ford Ranger. And they have one challenge, and I will start with the challenge of accommodation. Sir, officers in Muhoroni, they have a very good PR with the members of the public. So members of the public decided to give them a piece of land. And as we speak, they have a title deed. So since this is a permanent base for our officers in rapid deployment unit in Muhoroni, we would like to request your good office that you help them put up affordable housing program so that we can solve the problem of housing for officers who are there and for officers who will come. On the same note, we would request to have at Rapid Deployment Unit a tactical land cruiser, which is back-to-back for easy movement, because it is a tactical unit that requires not a normal land cruiser, but a back-to-back tactical land cruiser. Let me proceed to anti-stock theft unit. It is located at Nyakach, and it has got several base camps. And the same problem of accommodation these officers are facing. And in the wisdom of the commander there and the officers, with a good PR with the members of the public, they were given land, and the land at Sondu base camp, and another land at Kapsok base camp, they were given land. For them, they have allotment letter, and it's awaiting a title deed. So in your good officer, we request that if they may put up affordable housing there, we can solve the problem of accommodation for these officers who are there and for officers who will come. On the same note, officers at Nyakach, that is anti-stock theft unit, they have a problem of mobility, whereby they have a Ford Ranger. This Ford Ranger, it is not friendly for rough terrain. It is friendly for soft terrain. So we request your good office that they may have a Land Cruiser for both, or they may have both, the Land Cruiser and the tactical, they may have both the Ford Ranger and the Land Cruiser. For one, the Land Cruiser will deal with hard terrain, the rough terrain, and also for the Ford Ranger, it will cater for the purposes of soft terrain. Officers at us2, they are requesting to have a motorcycle so that they can be able to maneuver in places where they cannot access. So that they can be able to have movement and also to do rec and intel gathering. My last unit, it is the newly formed unit. It's called Water Police Unit. Water Police Unit, it's mandated to deal with illegal connections, tampering of water meters, vandalism, water theft. And as you know, nowadays, we don't have, due to the Water Police Unit, nowadays, this issue of water theft, vandalism, it has really gone down. They have a challenge of they lack training on non-revenue water issues. And also they have a problem of understaffing. With those few remarks, I want to thank you so much, sir. And thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate him. Asante sana. I now wish to move to the next unit. I would like to invite a representative of the administration police commanders in the sub-counties. Please come over. Mr. Ibrahim Nur, karibu.
Our CS for Interior and National Administration, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, leadership of Kisumu County led by Deputy Governor Dr. Matthew Owili, our PS Internal Security Dr. Raymond Omolo, our DIG APS Sir Gilbert Masengeli, members of Parliament present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Sir, I am Chief Inspector Ibrahim Mohamed Nur, the Sub-County AP Commander Nyakach. I am here to present memoranda from Sub-County AP Commanders Kisumu. Honorable CS, on behalf of Sub-County AP Commanders Kisumu, we sincerely appreciate your leadership in resolving job group impasse between the two job groups of police, that was senior sergeant and inspectors. That is one of the outcome of Jukwaa Usalama forums. With that milestone noted, sir, I wish to present the following memoranda highlighting key challenges for your policy guidance. Number 1, harmonization of APS and KPS command structures. Currently, sir, there exists disparity in ranking structure between the two services, that is interterritorial command, that is county, region, and sub-counties. You will find the command of Kenya Police is almost one rank higher the commanders of the Administration Police and the DCI, against the constitutional equality of Article 243, 1A and B, which says all services are equal in terms of their formation. Sir, right now, you will see our regional commander is a commissioner, but his counterpart is the AIG. So, and all county commanders of AP are senior superintendents, while their counterpart are commissioners. So we have almost 10 commissioners from Kenya Police Service within Nyanza region, while we have only one rank of commissioner of administration police, a great disparity. So as a law practitioner, sir, they normally say the aim of law is to suppress the mischief and advance the remedy. So I implore you to suppress the mischief and advance the remedy by applying Article 243, 1 and B of the Constitution of Kenya, sir. Number 2, sir, issue of leave allowance. Sir, the current leave allowance is inadequate for officers from distant counties, like those coming from Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, up to Kakuma. For me to get my home county, which is Garissa, I have to make almost 7 stopovers. So, kindly, sir, with 4,000, can it manage those strenuous? Bearing in mind the purchasing power of shilling and the time value of money. So that, sir, we implore you, if we can look into that issue of leave allowance. Number 3, sir, is the issue of stock theft. We have perennial stock theft along Kericho and Kisumu County. So they normally say, sir, we cannot fight crime using own law intervention strategy. We need all other players to come on board. I am happy Dr. Samuel Ekobia is here. I ask you through your officer if the commission can invest up to the lowest level, that is sub-location level, to deploy the officers. Because there is no need for us to wait for the triggers of violence. We need to up our game right now before the situation gets out of hand. We normally see them when electioneering period is around the corner. So they have to pull up their socks and deploy the officers as soon as tomorrow. Because I believe security is a concerted effort. It needs a concerted effort from all actors and players. So the other issue is mental health among police officers. So we have mental health challenges due to stagnation, workload, and poor working condition. For example, Kisumu, we have only 2 counselors who are domiciled at the regional police headquarters. So they are not adequate. We need more counselors to be deployed to the lowest level of police command. That is where the rubber meets the bullet in terms of mental health pertaining to police officers. So the other issue is, under mental health, we have our officers from formed up units who are always deployed from formed up to sub-county level. So we request, sir, for psychological debriefing, 1 month psychological debriefing course for formed up units who are deployed to sub-counties so that they can reintegrate back to GD works. Sir, the other issue is personnel shortage. As you know, this issue has been born in contention. It has been talked across several Jukwaa Usalama. We are understaffed as administration police. And since our officers went there, we have been given more mandate. Officers went 23,000, and we have been given more units: water police, mining police, energy police, against a lean workforce. So, sir, how can that be practical? So, I want to say, this recruitment we are waiting, sir, if it is possible, I request 8,000 personnel to go to administration police service, so that we can, because we have still Ngapu. So, sir, the other issue is motor vehicles. We have 3 of our stations who lack motor vehicle. One is Kisumu East, the other is Nyando, for almost, yeah, sir, and the other one is county. So, sir, I want to, so this other is hardship allowance. So I request, sir, for introduction of hardship allowance to Nyakach, Mohoroni, Seme, and Nyando, equivalent to the way teacher service, TSC are paid who are working in those stations. With those few remarks, sir, thank you for listening to me.
Asante sana. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Our next speaker will be from the Coast Guard. Sir, we have not heard from the Coast Guard since we started our deliberations on Tuesday last week. We need to hear from them.
Our chief guest, CS Kipchumba Murkomen, our PS, Internal Security, Dr. Raymond Omolo, our DIG, Mr. Masengeli, our DG, Kisumu County, our DG Kisumu County and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Simiyu Isaiah from the Kenya Coast Guard Service. I'm here to represent Kisumu Station as the in charge. Kenya Coast Guard Service is somehow new to many people around here, and it might look new, but on the ground, that's in the waters of Kenya. That's where we are well known, and we are performing duties as per our mandate to make sure that the fisheries and all the mariners are safe. In Lake Victoria, we have 3 stations. That's Kisumu Station in Kisumu County. We have Homa Bay, that's Mbita Station in Homa Bay County. And also we have one in Busia, that's Port Victoria. We've had some challenges concerning the operations being a new baby in the security sector. And I think most of these issues, sir, our DG has shared them with you. Mine is just to mention a few that I've seen to be pressing. One of the issues, sir, is understrength. We are really less in number in terms of personnel at the station. We know that Kenya Coast Guard is made up of a number of security personnel drawn from the existing ones. That's the National Police Service, the KDF, the KWS, and recently we had personnel from the prison service. So, sir, we are so less in that we are not able to perform our duties as supposed to be. But we are trying with the few that we have to make sure that our waters are safe and are good for our fishermen to fish. Sir, also we have issue to do with the boats. We inherited a number of vessels from the existing maritime police unit under the National Police Service and also the fisheries department. We find that, sir, the vessels were somehow old and are not able to perform the duties as they are supposed to do. So, sir, we request that for us to have good operations in our waters, we at least need more vessels because we have only one, which is against the normal operational procedure. So we request that at least we have two, because normally we need to have two vessels just in case one develops a mechanical problem or capsizes, then the other should be able to rescue the personnel. So we are humbly requesting, sir, that you consider that. I know it's in your office. We are looking forward, sir, to make sure that we have at least one boat in Kisumu station so that we can enable us to have to respond to emergencies, to search and rescue, and other issues affecting our fishermen in the Kenyan waters. Another issue, sir, is issue to do with career progression. We find that a number of personnel are from the National Police Service who have been posted to Kenya Coast Guard Service. There's a lot of stagnation, and it's good that, sir, you mentioned that, and we appreciate that at least you're going to look into our issues. Then the last one, sir, us as Coast Guard, our area of operation is the Kenyan waters. Here in Lake Victoria, Lake Baringo, Lake Turkana, Lake Naivasha, and also the coastal region. So our main clients are the fishermen, those people who go out day and night to do fishing. So we've had a number of drowning incidents. We've done some sensitization, and at the moment, sir, we are doing training on fisheries, on fishermen. We started with here in Kisumu, that's last month. We did in Homa Bay also, and last week we were in Migori. We trained them on good swimming skills. We issued them with life jackets, and also we gave them their certificates just to show that at least they have acquired some skills on matters to do with swimming. Also, this week we are winding up the one in Siaya to see that at least we have that good relationship with the fishermen and that trust to make sure that at least we curb the insecurity issues in the lake and any others. Sir, with those few remarks, I say thank you for coming, for having time to come here and to listen to our grievances. Thank you, sir.
Asante sana. Please let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Our next speaker will be a representative of the DCI officers, Chief Inspector Francis Lelemusi. Please come forward.
Thank you, Madam.
Please don't repeat the issues that have already been spoken.
Thank you, Madam. Our chief guest, Honorable OKM, Onesimus Kipchumba Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration, our Principal Secretary, Dr. Raymond Molo, our DIG, Gilbert Masengeli, the Deputy Governor, the Regional Security Committee, the County Security Committee, and all protocol observed. Sir, I'm Chief Inspector Francis American Lelemusi. I'm here to represent the Directorate of Criminal Investigation and present these concerns. So I know we have so many challenges, but you prioritize and try to solve. So to begin with, allow me to use some technical terminologies because of the directorate service that I am serving. So the current crimes in our country, they turn to be cyber crimes. The fraudsters are wiring your money when you are just at home and they are just in Mombasa. So, sir, allow me to use some technical terminologies because of the service I come from, that's the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. So we have what we call electronic tracking gadgets, which are still centralized. That is trying to deny our great members of the public within our county chance for us to serve them. So these gadgets, we have the locators, which if default or decentralized, in fact, so we can able to represent the interest and to interdict crimes and arrest immediately. So we have what we call MUNUSTA gadget. Yes. We said about training. So we lack much in training as a directorate and technical unit. So for the continuity, we request for training because we normally take officers from the General Service Unit, that's the Kenya Police, and in fact, they don't undergo, we don't plan for training. So we request you, sir, to consider that. Sir, I'm told not to mention about some difficulties in mobility and transport, but I wish just with your due respect to say the wonderful, we have a sub-county and we don't have even a vehicle. We have the Kodibo sub-county and we don't have a vehicle. So we request you to take consideration on that so that we can provide services to our people to the best that you wish. So we have what we call management of informants and information. So during the formation of the criminal investigation department, to manage informers and get information is very important for the security of our nation. We request you, sir, we focus on management of information and informant so that we cannot lag behind, so that we can able to advise our country on the upcoming and emerging crimes. So, sir, consider the source that we manage our informant and information, how to get information, so that we can be ahead of criminals. Sir, it's expensive to get, so we request you, because I know you have the knowledge to support us on that. So, management of crime. The crimes are becoming technical, dynamic as the technology. As I said there before, that the four principals can commit a crime in Mombasa, and they are committing crimes in Kisumu. So, sir, we request, because of the mobility, we dispatch our officers. So sometimes we have some constraints of finance for them to move and at least help the members of public. Otherwise, most of the time we give them assurance because of such constraints. Sir, I like to put this an observation that I wish to mention the recent triggers of high levels of crime in our country. So, of late, we are observing high influx of youth from the East and Central Africa and not really documented. So, these people are coming, this influx of youth to our country, they are coming to our country undocumented, and they are not documented. And in fact, they are doing businesses, they are selling so many things, they don't have shops, they don't have kiosks for them to give tax to the country. And our youths, now they get a competition, and now they are left to join or to sympathize and join other criminals. So, sir, we wish we look upon that so that we document this and we try to find a strategy to curb this high influx of youth from East and Central Africa. I know, yes, we wish and we support, but let us manage it because of crimes. We need to document, because they don't have permanent residence. Once they are heated here, you realize they just migrate to Nyalenda. So lastly, I like to say, sir, I use your name as OKM because I met you somewhere when you were engineer, minister of roads, and you had a knowledge and will of security. Coming with the initiative of OKM Super Cup to bring the people of North Rift together and for them to stay as brothers and forget about cattle rustling. So you have a call to be a security officer, then you roll the mantle and serve our country. Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Asante, thank you so much. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him, please. So our next speaker will be SSP Chelimo from Seme Sub-County. He will speak on behalf of the Sub-County Police Commanders.
Good afternoon, sir. Our chief guest this afternoon, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. All protocols observed. Good afternoon. I am Jacob Chelimo, the Sub-County Police Commander, Seme. I'm going to speak on behalf of the 7 Sub-County Police Commanders from Kisumu County. We have 5 areas of concerns that would like to share with you this afternoon. And because most of them have been mentioned by the previous speakers, I'm going to be very brief. Number 1, we are requesting for additional motor vehicles. I know that the previous speakers have mentioned that, but I want just to give the figures. 17 police stations in Kisumu County have been identified as critically constrained in terms of mobility. So these police stations doesn't have even a single vehicle. So this hampers our operations. On the same note, sir, we also have acute shortage of police drivers. And we do request that more police drivers be trained so that we improve on the same. When you move around the police stations, you find that we have only one driver, which means that when this officer falls sick or is taken ill, or he proceeds on leave, then our operations stall. On the same area, under motor vehicles, we're also asking for the revival of police workshops. They have stalled. We normally take our vehicles to civilian workshops. So we are requesting that the same be revived. Number 2, revision of fuel allocation. I know this also has been mentioned by the previous speakers, but I just want to mention the figures. Currently, we are being allocated 450 liters per vehicle for every month. So we are requesting that these figures be increased to 750 liters every month for every vehicle. Number three, reinstatement of confidential intelligence funds.
On average, how long does it take? On average, how long does the 450 liters take you? Or generally, on average,
yeah, it takes
in the county generally.
Let me.
How many days? Yeah.
Yeah, let me confine myself to sub-county because that's where I come from, and I have experience on the same. It takes us from 1st of the month up to around 20th. Then it is gone.
So the remaining 10 days of the month, what do you do?
What we normally do, we have fuel given to us for the departmental vehicles, the police vehicles. These are I'm talking about the least motor vehicles. So if we have a number of liters, then we supplement. Yeah, because operations has to continue.
If you don't have? Huh?
No, I
want to ask, is there an OCS? Is there an OCS here who has had to be stuck completely because of mafuta haikufika the 30 days? So we're just having a frank conversation. Yeah? OCS Awasi. Just give him the mic. What do you do when your fuel, the 450 allocation is over? Have you ever experienced it, first of all?
Yeah, there was a time when I just reported here, mafuta iliisha on 19th of that month, on 19th of May.
Yeah.
And I remember mtu alikuja station na anataka usaidizi. Hakuna kudanganyana, tuweke mafuta.
Yeah, that is true. So you requested member public kuweke mafuta?
Ilibidi atuweke sababu we had no otherwise.
Because
OCPD naye ndiye huyo amekwama kabisa.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Asante sana. Is there any other, umesema which station is that?
Awasi police station in Nyando.
Awasi police station.
Yes.
Is there any other OCS? Ama ni huyu wa Awasi mwenye anasema ukweli? Is there any other person who has had to go through that? Yes, Uko. Yes, OCS.
Thank you very much, our CS. I had a problem, and I'm always experiencing, since I don't have even that vehicle. I'm always relying on members of the public for sympathy. Napata mwili iko mahali, I request members of the public mwenye ako na pick up.
Also,
nisaidie na awe fueled. OCS Ragumo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So wewe ni una gari?
Sina gari, sina motorcycle yote.
Yeah. Thank you.
Na sina kandini ya polisi. Na rely kwa OCS Kondele ama Kasa kama.
Base commander?
Yes.
Ama who is that? OCS. Yes, OCS. Ya mwisho. Hata wewe madam, anzia base commander hapa. Unakwama na mafuta sometimes?
Sir, I think first of all, in our base, we don't have a motor vehicle. Yeah. So we rely on the motor vehicle for the OCS and the OCBD, and they have been supporting us so immensely. So we were even asking, if at all we are not going to get the motor vehicle, then maybe the fuel allocation for the OCS and the OCBD to be increased so that it can support us as the base commanders.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The last one, there was OCS behind you.
Thank you, Chief Guest. My name is Chief Inspector Korir. OCS Koru. Mine, I partner with the stakeholders. That is, I have the Kibos. Sometimes they assist me. There is agrochemical. Sometimes there is Chemelil. Moroni Sugar Company. So they also is assisting me. There is the business community in Moroni. Sometimes when I stuck. Because I have a counter. So normally they assist me sometimes. Thank you, sir.
Very much. You know why I'm saying this? I think, thank you very much, Pan OCS. Why I'm saying this is because the reality is that in the current leasing program, it ends, Koyo, wait. Yeah. There is a fundamental question I'm trying to pursue. Police stations are institutions of public. True or not true? So it is not for the police officer. It is the public's institutions. So if a police station gets stuck, if a police officer gets stuck and asks either business community or a member of public who has the capacity, forget about even the fuel, who has the capacity to give their car just to deal with an emergency or to contribute fuel to support operation of police, does that amount to corruption? It cannot be, because it cannot be corruption, because in the first place we are trying to promote. First of all, the last people to be complained is members of parliament, because you don't give us the budget. So that's where the bigger problem is in the first place. But you cannot say because of the lesser fuel allocation ascended and so forth, and yet we are saying security is for, people work in a local community and so forth. You can't tell me that the members of public working together with their OCS cannot find local solutions, including building a police station. Most of the police stations have not been built, including donating land. You can't tell me that it will be corruption if the community donate land to build a police station, so they will owe whatever. You can't tell me during Christmas, if the local community arrange themselves and take goodies to the OCS and the police officers in the police station to celebrate Christmas, it will be corruption. So we must separate corruption, which is linked to, I'm giving you money to get a service, from the one I'm saying, I am donating my land, I am building police station, I'm Kibos or Moroni or which other company, I'm building the police station and donate. We must separate that one from the corruption that someone comes and you tell him, usipotoa kitu sitaenda. If you go to OCS and tells you my allocation, like the OCS has said, has ended on 19th, and he tells you, in all fairness, I'm waiting for my bosses to look for fuel to send to me. And you are a member of parliament. You have the capacity to donate something. Like Rosa says she's been giving. So, we should be able to say, Bwana OCS, to assist our people, shika tuweke mafuta, kari ende kwanza, mdozi yako bado kama anatafuta pesa huko ya kualoketiwa, kazi ifanyike. That's practicality. The only thing is that should not be linked to a service that is personal to me as against the other Kenyans. And I really want to say this with all utmost respect, because most of the police stations, like Sondu, where's the Sondu people? No, not. I'm saying Sondu OCS, or the police station next to Sondu. Where is the OCS? Sondu. What? Your police station? Yeah, which year? How old is the Sondu police station?
No, sir, I'm not from Sondu.
No, but you are. Sondu is just next door in Kericho. But how old?
It's a very old station.
1935.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1935 police station. Yet Sondu power generation was built the other day, around 2000.
Yes, sir.
Using about 15 billion. Yes. But nobody thought about
building
as they build that station. 15 billion station, wafanye kitu ya only 5 million or even 10 for the police station. So because these are institutions that have been neglected over time, we have to have a honest conversation about whether the police officers should remain in that condition. Either we wait for budget to increase, or where possible, we do local arrangement to support building police station and many other things. Even donating cars. Business communities should be free to donate an extra vehicle to police officers where they can, or any person who would like to donate. It's received in the normal manner, registered, and it serves the people, as long as not linked to personal gain. Thank you very much. You proceed.
Thank you, sir. Number 3,